Hello friends, it's Miss Wendy, and today we are going to be making a sticking scarecrow. Can you figure out why I call it sticking? Well, it is made out of sticks, craft sticks or popsicle sticks, and also on the back you'll find some magnets. I gave you magnets to put on your scarecrow so you can stick it to your refrigerator or anywhere that magnets will stick. So I'm really excited about this one. Please come join me.
All right, in your envelope, you will find the following items. 7 large craft sticks, 1 bag of twine, 2 black foam eyes, 1 chipboard square, 1 sparkle sticker, 2 magnets, 1 roll of glue dots, and you will also need some additional supplies. A glue stick or liquid glue, and orange and black markers. Let's get started. First, going to clean off my workspace. Oh, and you will also need scissors. Not for right now, but for later. Okay, so I have a clean workspace here. You might want to put down a newspaper or something like that to protect your table. I am going to go ahead and bring back my chipboard square and 6 of my 7 craft sticks. Now I'm going to lay them out first just to be sure that they're going to fit and fit nicely the way that I want them. There. So I got it so that they're all kind of nicely aligned, and making sure that they're aligned on the top and the bottom as well. And now I'm going to put glue stick all over this square. Really get it on there very well. And now I'm going to go ahead and just put my craft sticks on, so they're going to be kind of put as much as the craft stick on the cardboard as possible, and not letting it go over on the ends, on any of the ends, okay? And as straight as possible too. So just 1, 2, 3, kind of lining them up, keeping them straight across here, the top and the bottom. 6 of our craft sticks nicely lined up, top, bottom, side to side. All of those look good. All right, so I'm just going to set that aside to dry. And now, if you would, take your other craft stick, and like I said, maybe you want to put a piece of paper or some newspaper down so that you don't get your table dirty, glued or markered. Okay, so just going to color this side of my stick orange. Your hat on your scarecrow is going to be orange, so this is going to be the brim of the hat for your scarecrow. And I would really like my edges colored as well, so if you flip, you can color the edges of your popsicle stick, of your craft stick, orange. So that is done. Next thing I'd like to do, I'm going to turn this over, and if you saw on my scarecrow here, the one that I made before, it has bangs and lots of hair. Well, I made all of that from twine, and I'm going to show you how to make the bangs if you'd like to do that, and the hair right now. So open up your bag of twine, and what you'll find are small pieces of twine and larger lengths of twine. All right, so separate them out. You should have 8 larger lengths and about 8 smaller lengths. And you can leave them like that and just put them on so that you would have wispy bangs. If you want to do that, that's fine. To get this look, what I did was I separated each of these pieces of twine, put lots of glue on my stick, and then just stuck them down. It's really good fine motor strengthening exercise here. So these are going to be my bangs, and it does get a little messy. So it's good that we have this little paper here. All right, now I'm going to take my glue or my glue stick, and right where the bangs are going to be, right in the middle here, I'm just going to put a lot of glue. So if you can imagine, like on this guy, right in this area, this is where the bangs are. So, oh, I missed one. Look at that. All right, I'm just going to separate this one. And then I'm going to put my bangs right in the center, because that's normally where bangs are, right? And just have a little bit stick to the popsicle stick, and the rest of it is coming down. This does get a little messy. You may want to wash your hands after this. But the bangs that stick look pretty good, I think. You may have to put some extra glue on. And you could skip this part altogether. If you don't like the looks of the bangs there, you don't have to do this part. That's okay. I'm going to put a little more glue on. See, it's sticking to my finger. Just going to put a little more glue on, and then we're going to get ready to put our hair on too. So I'm just going to go put glue all the way to the end here. All right, and that's another way to get glue on these bangs, is to kind of glue it that way as well, and then you could stick it on. All right, so like I mentioned, the next thing we're going to do is put the long hair on the sides, like this one, the long hair on the sides. Okay, I gave you 8, so I did 4 for one side and 4 for the other side of this twine. This is difficult to work with, so good job that you've taken this craft on and that you're hanging in there with it, because this isn't the easiest thing to do. All right, so glue those strands on, and we put glue on the stick, and we're going to put some glue on these strands as well. And we're going to stick those down like that. I'm going to wash my hands and be right back. Okay, so you are going to have something that looks like this, right? The glue will dry and you won't be able to see it, but here is your hair for your little scarecrow. So I'm going to ask you to bring your 6 craft sticks on your board. I'm going to ask you to bring that back over, and we're just going to put our hat on, and we'll glue it on. So as you see, I've tilted it a little bit on this one, so we can do the same on this one. And what I'd like you to do now, before we actually glue it down, is make a line on your on your 6 craft sticks on the top of the brim of your hat where you'd like your hat to be. So you want to color this part orange, and I'd say this is a little, maybe like 1.5 inches, and it goes to like maybe 1 inch, but this part is where you can color your hat. Before we glue it on, we'll just color our hat. You can go a little bit beyond that line that you made, but not too far down. And again, I like to get the edges. So now what we're going to do, let's put a few glue dots right underneath that line. And the way that you use your glue dots, we put a little paper clip on them to hold them, but you're just going to unroll them one at a time, and each of these black lines is where there's one glue dot between each of the black lines, as you'll see. So I'm just gonna rip at that black line and put a glue dot right underneath the line that I made with the orange marker, and I'm just going to rub it on there, and then I'm going to go ahead and lift it off, and you'll see, I think you can see that there is a glue dot stuck to my craft sticks. Great. All right, so we're going to do that a few more times. Kind of tough for me to tear, so you can cut it if it's tough for you to tear. All right, but just right along there so that the brim of your hat really sticks. And we may even reinforce these glue dots with some glue stick or regular glue if you want, but I'm going to put 4 glue dots across. And then this is right where your brim of your hat is going to sit. Okay, and then, you know what, I'm going to even put 2 more glue dots just right above on the orange to help keep this in place. One and 2. All right, like, to really keep it in place, you could use a glue gun if that's more convenient for you, but really stick that down. All right, the way that I got this curliness is I then, once these were in place, I unraveled each of these, but I think I'm just going to leave this Scarecrow's hair as it is. You just be prepared if you are going to separate it like I did, you may have to reinforce with some glue. So the next thing we are going to do is we're going to take our eyes, and you'll just cut along the outer edge here, the outline of these eyes. Okay, so we're going to cut. Bring my scarecrow back in. I'm going to bring the example back in, and I am going to, with my glue stick, just put glue all over the back of one of the eyes, and I'm just going to place it. Now we have 6 craft sticks. So this is the center line because we have 1, 2, 3, and then we have 1, 2, 3, and they meet in the middle. So I'm going to try to put my eyes like right centered on the second stick from the middle, maybe a little bit in, and then the next one will be, I'll place it on the second stick from the left. So this is the second stick from the right, and this is the second stick from the left. And you remember why, or you remember that your left hand makes an L, right, for left. So there we go. And I'm going to put my eyes just like that. All right, and hold it in place until it sticks and place it where I want it. There we go. I like that. All right, so right in the middle, I'm going to make a little triangle for a nose. I'm going to use my orange marker and make a little triangle and color it in. And I liked the idea of it looking like it's kind of stitched on there. So I took then a very thin marker. It's a very thin Sharpie, and I outlined it with black, and I also made little tiny lines that kind of look like the nose is sewn on. So just little tiny lines there that make it look like someone has sewn this scarecrow's nose on, just like that. All right, so I'm going to bring this all up to you so you can see it, just like that. All right, and then last but not least, I've got a thicker black marker, and I just made a little smile on my scarecrow. So I think I'll make this smile like this, and very happy scarecrow. Oh, I said last but not least before, but that wasn't true because we have a sparkle sticker. Actually, two more steps. We have a sparkle sticker, and I am just going to stick that sparkle sticker as a little accent on my scarecrow's hat. And now, last but not least, all right, we are going to turn our scarecrow over. It might be a little sticky on the back, and this glue should dry. And I'm going to turn my scarecrow over and bring out over our magnets. I have two magnets here, so I'm going to bring them over, and if you could see, one side is really shiny and the other side just looks like a magnet. So this side that is it looks more brown, reddish brown in color, and this looks more like magnet colors or darker. So I'm just going to peel off the back. It's an adhesive. All right, so this took me a while. It'll look like this when you're able to peel it off, and it'll come off once you get an end. It'll come off very easily, and the magnet will be super sticky. So just go ahead and put that magnet on your scarecrow on one side, on the left side, upper left of the chipboard. Okay, we're going to take the backing off of the other magnet. All right, and just peel that backing off and stick it onto the back of your scarecrow. So now you can stick your scarecrow onto your refrigerator. There you go. There's your sticking scarecrow. And just remember to clean up all of the materials that you don't need. Throw away or recycle, or save for another project. Our sticking scarecrows. Here's the one we just made. What a happy little scarecrow, right? Happy fall, y'all. Enjoy.
I hope you had an awesome time making our sticking scarecrow. Please share pictures with us. Please check our calendar for our future DIY craft events. Have a great day. Bye-bye.